Good morning, guys. It's Friday. Happy Friday. So it's Friday the 24th, and I just wanted to go over a quick few things with you. So do note that you have all your testing that are due today. I am doing grades today. I'm doing hours today. So whatever hours I do today is what's going to be posted on Monday, okay? So anything that you turn in after that is going to be added in later. Remember, when I post hours, I do not post e-learning hours. For those of you that have finished e-learning, like I know Ryan finished e-learning and Trinity finished her e-learning, I will be adding those hours in this week. Okay, so if you have finished your e-learning, and I think we may have a couple of other students that may have finished too by now, then, and I'll check today, I will add those hours in. So the 150 hours will be added in. Do not stop there. Continue doing the e-learning. I will open up another section for you if you need it, okay? Because you can get more hours, okay? Do not stop if you are caught up with all your other work. Now, you do have the 830 French twist and then the 839 basic perm that is due today, okay? On Monday, you will have 2 more practicals that I'll introduce at the beginning of the week so you guys can move through them. Okay, so we need to do 2 to 3 practicals a week in order to finish up by the end of May. If you finish these practicals or you've already done them and they're marked off, then you can ask me for another practical and I'll give you something else that you can work on, okay? So, but today that's due was the night, everything was due today. So things that we have done is testing is you had your 900, your 984, 810, 811, and 901 tests that should be done. Your BOEM project, your Salon project should be turned in and done. 811 theory, 810 theory. Your Barbicide certificate should have been done. Your 901 theory should have been done. And then we also have in the past that we had this semester is the 981, 985, 986, 987, 988 test, along with theory 983, 985, 986, 987, 988 theory, okay? So all that should have been turned in by now. If not, it's late, but you can still get credit for it, okay? It's better than a 0. Make sure that you are checking in every single day. And those videos, guys, how easy is it to watch a video? You get hours for you. I've had like literally 2 people watch a video and turn in pics. That's ridiculous, guys. You want the hours, you gotta do the work, okay? And for those of you people that are checking in but not turning in any work, guess what? You're not getting any hours. You don't get a grade, you don't get hours, okay? So just remember that. You cannot get any hours if you do not do any work. So checking in every day does not give you hours. It does not mean you're in class. It just means you checked in. That's all it means. So if you want hours, you guys have to do the work. It's that simple. Okay, you get hours from doing theory, from taking tests. You get hours from doing practicals. You get hours from doing the approved video series by me by taking pics of the beginning, middle, and the end of the video. And you also can get extra hour if you write a 1-page paper, not a half a page, not a quarter of a page, not 3/4 of a page, but a 1-page paper, okay? So those are ways that you can get hours that are so easy. And when you do a practical, so for example, the perm, when you do a perm practical, you take a picture of it wet and sectioned. There should be a date and a timestamp on that photo. Then you take a picture of the perm. If you need to, take 2 or 3 pictures. I need to see around the entire head. Okay? And if you have to do half of a perm, you can take a picture of half the head and then take a picture of the other half of the head. Okay, date and time stamped. And then you take a picture of it down and brushed out. All of these pictures must have a different background. Go to another room and take the picture. Put it on a different wall. Put it on the floor. But they have to have a different background. Okay? So that's the rules of taking pictures, or I'm not going to accept them and you'll get no hours. Same thing with the French twist sectioned. Then the French twist completed, different pictures, so I see different views, and then the French twist brushed out and down with time stamp. That means there should be a time and a date on there, as well as a different background. So when you take the picture of your down, you say it's against the east wall, then you take a picture of the down against the west wall with something distinctively different in the photo. Okay, so these are the ways to take the pictures in order to get credit for your work. Okay, so this is important. Okay, so just remember all this stuff is due today. All your testing has been done. Remember, when you retake a test, you cannot score 100% on it. You can score 100%, but you're not going to get 100%. It's not fair to the people that did study and got 100%. You need to study. Guys, I'm looking at these test scores, and what these test scores are telling me is that you are not studying. All you're doing is going through the motions, going there and taking a test, and if you fail it, you take over. So what? Okay, well, guess what? When it comes state board times, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you because you don't know the material. You keep taking a test and retaking a test. All you're doing is memorizing the test I've given you, but you don't have any clue what the content is. So when it comes to taking the state board test, what's going to happen is you're going to fail that question because of the fact that you have no idea what you're talking about. Guys, I provided you with the info sheet. I provide you with theory, workbook, and vocabulary. You can look up the book and read it online if you just type in Google Milady chapter 27 or chapter 28 or chapter 30 or chapter 32. You have every resource at your fingertips and all the tools you need, but you got to use them. You have to be the one to discipline yourself to do this, okay? So this is very important. So I really encourage you guys, before you take tests, study for them, because it really shows that you are not studying, because your test scores are lower and lower and lower, and they're lower than they were in class. And in here, I'm provide you with all the materials. I mean, info sheets, lecture, everything you need to pass this test. I'm practically giving you the test, and you're failing it. So it tells me you're not listening to the lectures, you're not studying, you're not doing the work that you should be doing, or you would actually pass this test with flying colors. Okay? So you got to study. Most of our theory is done from this point. So from the rest of the time, the few weeks we have left in school, which is only a few, guys, the few weeks that we have left in school, you guys will be basically doing practicals. So we have roughly about 8 to 10 practicals left. So that means we have to be doing 2 to 3 practicals a week, in order to complete all the practicals for this year. Now, if you have other practicals that you need to do because you're behind, you can look up those and start working on those too. Just ask me, okay? So, guys, I hope that you have a great day. Make sure that you do check in. Make sure that you do your video series. Make sure that you're doing your e-learning. Your e-learning, you should be doing probably 15 to 20% a day now, in order to complete it or more. And, we are homebound, it looks like, for another 30 days. So we can get through this. So you got plenty of time to finish up all this work. Okay, because the governor is allowing you guys to do this work from home, which is a tremendous blessing, because the state of Cosmetology Board has also agreed to this. So that's a big blessing. After they lift this ban, then this work will not be able to be completed at home anymore or online. It will be therefore the standards will change back to the original, and you will have to do this in the school classroom in order to finish the program. So right now you can do all this from home, all the e-learning you can possibly get in. You can get up to 750 hours of e-learning in, along with your practicals and everything done at home. And anything beyond that has to be done in the classroom, okay? So pretty much all of you should be able to finish this program at your house. with all the hours. I do want to say a big shout out to Trinity White. Trinity has completed the program. She has taken her 1,500 hour and passed with flying colors, and she has completed all her hours. In fact, she's even continued doing more e-learning just to learn and stay on top of things. So Trinity, great job. I'm so proud of you. So the rest of you guys, work hard because you can get this too. It is right there around the corner. All you have to do is work hard and put in the work, and you will complete this. You can do this. All of you guys are brilliant students. You just need to just discipline yourself. It's hard to work at home. I do know that, but all of you have the capabilities to finish this and do this. But you got to push yourself, guys. You can't turn that TV on. You can't pick the phone up, because before you know it, you spent 30 minutes on your phone. Okay? I've seen it. I've lived this. So every day you have to get up. Every day you need to get dressed like you're going to school. And you need to make sure you're getting on the computer and you're doing the work, and you dedicate the time to doing this. When people bother you, say, no, I'm at school, don't bother me. Go away. This is what you guys got to do. If you don't do this, then it's not going to work. Okay, guys? So I miss you a lot. I hope you have a happy Friday. If I don't hear from you, have a wonderful weekend. Get some rest, get rested up, and let's get hard at it again next week. Okay, let's see what we can get done and how many practicals we can get done and get through this. But pretty much from this point on, I'm going to go double check, but I don't think we have any more testing. The testing that you will have will be comprehensive tests that I'm going to be giving to you. And I am going to post next week your 1,500 hour study material. So you can get ready for that, because we'll probably take the 1,500 the second week in May. Okay? So we'll have the written, and then we're going to be doing the practicals. The practicals, you're going to have to take specific pictures for me. And if you don't take the right pictures, I will ask you to take the pictures again. So, and they have to be very specific. Okay, you cannot send me blurry pictures. They all have to be time and date stamped. They have to have different backgrounds. The pictures have to be very specific, because I'm going to accept pics for this, okay, or videos, even better, okay? So, but you will be doing a 1,500 practical exam, probably the second week in May, so you'll have a couple weeks to prepare for that. And so you'll do fine on that, I'm sure. And then you'll have a couple weeks to prepare for your written exam. So no more testing and theory. The only thing I want you working on is studying for your 1,500. And then I'm going to have some comprehensive exams I'm going to be posting for you to take as well. Okay, guys? Have a great day. Talk to you later.